Let's go to voicemail. Our voicemail line, open 24 hours a day. Call anytime. Leave us your thoughts. 219-2-DAVID-P. 219-2-DAVID-P. Here is a voicemail from Rob in Cabo about the 70-year-old coach who used a gun to defend himself from attackers. Take a listen to this.
Hey, David, this is Rob from Cabo. I just watched your bit on this 70-year-old high school coach defending himself. And, you know, since the big shooting in Connecticut, man, it's just so much gun stuff has been covered on the news, YouTube, you name it. And the only thing, I'm not necessarily and I don't carry guns. I don't want a gun. I don't need a gun. But I mean, wouldn't you think it's unrealistic to think that even if the gun laws got tighter, that criminals wouldn't buy guns? Because you don't necessarily think they're purchasing them at gun stores. I mean, wouldn't you think they buy them on the black market underground?
Yeah, so this is a common question. You need to make the penalties worse for selling a gun to someone on the black market. At some point, a gun that is purchased legally goes from legal to illegal. And at that point, the person who transfers that gun, the penalty should be more significant. You also need mandatory background checks. You also need to reduce the total number of guns because it's a sheer numbers game. If you want to get a gun illegally, if there are simply less legal guns, the number that are going to be in the hands of people willing to move them to illegal owners is just going to be reduced. There's a number of things that have to be done, but I don't buy that argument, Louis.
No. I mean...
Not as a reason to do nothing, anyway.
Right, exactly.
And the Eggman checking in about our discussion on last names and taking wife's last names, husband's last names, blending names, etc.
Hi, guys. I enjoyed the discussion about taking your wife's name or your wife taking your last name. I got married about 15 or so years ago, and my liberal, independent, vegan, all that bullshit wife took my last name. And when we got married, I didn't even think about it. I just assumed she wasn't even going to change name at all because, you know, who gives a right? But she did not. She took my name rather, and man, it made me feel good. Believe it. Like, I never thought I'd even care, but it was a cool thing. Okay, so that's all. And I definitely would not have taken her last name. Please make children. You guys should make babies because I'm sick of these little Steve Ducey Jr. running around trying to keep this country conservative.
Right.
So love you guys. Get rid of guns and lots more pit bulls. Bye.
Okay, so the Eggman checking in, giving us his thoughts. He liked it. He didn't think he would care, but he thought it was pretty cool when his wife took his last name.
It might be an interesting feeling when someone else gets your name because of marriage.
It is the funniest part is that even though he goes by the Eggman, I forget what his name is, and it's not this, but it's like some standard Jewish name, like Jonathan Rosenbaum or something like that. But it's the Eggman on the show. That's a story for another day, though. I think
he will remain anonymous.
That's it for today. Become a member. DavidPakman.com/membership. See you on Monday.
The David Pakman Show at DavidPakman.com.